on this first possession. Connolly off the ball screen to Mitchell. Working against Jackson on the baseline. Hit nothing but... For them, it's Chuck and Duncan sleep in the streets, Vince Carter. And there's one right there. Bogdanovich on cue. They shoot about 44 three-pointers a game. Here's Kennard working with Zubats on the two-man game. Luke Kennard.
He said to us, he said, you know, he's an old school coach to me. It's just, that's how old school basketball used to be. It doesn't matter what's your...
He's been option number one without Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Connolly off the screen, up for Gobert. Oh, he caught a body. Bogdanovich going to pull it out. Inside Gobert with great position on Kennard. And one. Utah down by one. Here's Jackson Amora Sr. in a nice groove offensively. Like I said, in a nice... Gobert has scored the last 6 in a row. And nice layup. Salt Lake City, Utah. It's a rematch of the last year's Western Conference semifinals between the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles Clippers. And Joe...
You already know they shoot a lot of threes. Nothing like an offensive rebound to a three, and those bigs create them.
Mitchell, a 35% three-point shooter on the season, goes to the rim. It was just a couple of years ago. He was a solid double-double with the Portland Trailblazers. Some 15 and 13 a game. Morris Sr. is sizzling.
Great defense by Mann.
Here's Terrence Mann, who really had the signature move. Kennard from deep. A 2-year, $22 million deal. Here's Clarkson with Whiteside. There's the pick and roll. Whiteside. Clarkson and Gay, a little two-man game. Gordon Clarkson taking out his do-it-yourself. Conley rejects the screen. Hits Gobert with a pocket pass. Lost his balance, but found the right guy. Jordan Clarkson. Heated up in a hurry. Here's Jackson out top. Reggie Jackson launching the three and connect. Winslow wasn't looking for the pass from Bledsoe. Bledsoe for the lead. Got it. And lost. Jazz completing a 4-0 road trip. Said they felt like they made themselves contenders, but that's a big-time play. Donovan Mitchell with 6 points so far here in the first half. Little Ezzy. Boy, that was sweet. Froze him. He's specialist with the lead. Clarkson in the front court. Jordan Clarkson. Oh man, he got some sauce.
Dance. Oh. And when you see those bigs in there, who just blocked the shot into the stands.
Yep, Royce O'Neal. And blocks. He's got 6 tonight. Clarkson off that white side screen. Bogdanovich. This team has drafted pretty well in recent years. For Donovan Mitchell, drafted by Dennis Lindsey, who did in the first half. Donovan Mitchell with the ball out front, 8 points on 3 of 8 from the field. Bogdanovich with a quick three, pull, got it.
In the post to Zebo and the mark and making plays.
Pound away.
And Coach Fizdale changed the game. He told Mark, he said, hey, I need you to shoot at least 4 or 5 threes a game. Wow. You know that, right? And he said, I understand that, but we're going to bring a different element to it. And next thing you know, he's shooting threes like Bogdanovich.
This year from the Clippers so far is the small ball lineup that Ty Lue was successful with in vanquishing the Jazz. And Gobert finishes the defensive possession with the board. O'Neal on the blink. Looked like a Rolls Royce.
They're just getting out and running. And like I said earlier, they were just running to the three-point line. But in different situations where he could see the rim, Royce said, I'm going to the rim.
Approaching 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. Matchup between two of the hottest teams in the NBA. The Jazz winners at 7. Conley with that off. The death of 10-year-old Izzy Tichin, a 10-year-old black girl who was autistic, was bullied and subsequently committed suicide. Zubats battling underneath for the offensive board. Kennard sprinting to the three-point line, kicks it back out to Bledsoe. And Eric Bledsoe.
But one thing we do know, Ty Lue will make an adjustment to give his team a chance to win the game.
Scoop shot, got it off glass. And goes around the white side screen. Mitchell rising up, got it. Butter.
He responded, and I'm interested to see. They haven't played well. They, meaning the Knicks, have not played great basketball lately.
In the period on a perfect 5 for 5 from the field. Orsina with a nice show and go. Got all the way inside. Counted. Clarkson tried to feed him. Got caught up in traffic. Bledsoe in a rush. Drops it off for Jackson. Man, what a dive.
At the end of the quarter, we had a couple breakdowns. We got to be ready to help, and we can't turn the ball over, and we can't give them.
Quinn Snyder was telling us earlier he loves for him to take a lot of three-pointers. Doesn't want him to pass up any threes.
Bledsoe now 8 for 9 in the field, 21 points. Playing great basketball.
Gobert skying in. And great hands by Winslow. They got a 3-on-1. Jackson, Boston, and he slams it home.
Mark, I tell you what, if you want to win basketball games, you want to continue to be successful in the playoffs. Look at turnovers.
Mitchell back in the ball game, guarded by Terrence Mann. Mitchell from deep, got it.
He's knocking that shot down. The three-point shot isn't falling for him right now, but he's able to get into the paint whenever he wants.
Mitchell counted and one.
So is this guy right here.
Evan Mitchell says, "Let me hear you." 4 different players, making 5 now in double figures, actually, for the Clippers.
Oh, great pass.
Yeah, they blitzed.
Great finish.
Mitchell, Clarkson runs to the three-point line. Up for Gobert. Back out to Bogdanovich for 3. And I put him on my 5. We ran the court for the whole afternoon, Vince Carter, at George Brown College. But Clarkson from deep. 20-point lead as Scrub turns it over. Donovan Mitchell whips it to O'Neal. Gobert! Oh, flex! That road trip they went on, Vince, that 4-0 road trip with some key impressive wins, especially as Clarkson scores again. That negative win and the beat goes on for the Utah Jazz, improving to 20-7 on the season and in hot pursuit.